Alright, what's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. I'm back with another Madden Connected Franchise Mode video for you guys. In the last video, we saw the Raiders, unfortunately, kind of get handled by the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional game in the playoffs. It was a pretty good season for the Raiders. It didn't end the way anybody wanted it to, but let's be honest. The Raiders may have actually exceeded some expectation with last season. So, it is the offseason, and we got some things to take care of. We learned a lot in that first season, and, you know, we got to re-sign some guys that we could lose to free agency. Then we got to go and try to sign some free agents, and then we got to go to the NFL draft. So, it was a lot I had to keep in mind while we was doing this whole thing right here. Cap space for one, because you don't want to splurge out on your cap space on re-signing your free agents because you don't know who the other free agents are going to be. And then you got to go and, draft some rookies. So, needless to say, man, Donald Penn was the best offensive lineman on the team. Anytime I felt like I needed a short yardage game, I would always run behind Donald Penn if I could help it. And defensively, Justin Tuck, he was the man. He had 9 sacks for us last season, so he was the man. I was concerned about the age. Both of those dudes are getting older. More so concerned with Tuck than I was with Penn. With offensive linemen, especially tackles, they don't really have to pull or nothing like that. They just, block. For Tuck, though, I expect his skill set to start depleting as he continues to get older, but we had to get him back. Crabtree, this thing right here was weird, man. He is only 84 speed, and on all Madden difficulty, your receivers never have a speed advantage. Amari Cooper never even had a speed advantage on all Madden. So you get to talking about Crabtree, his route running isn't superb, and then he's not very fast, so he could never get separation once we switched to all Madden. So I didn't value him that much. Now I know he's having a B season in real life. He's a pretty good receiver. It don't translate so well in the game. So you already know I made him an offer, but I ain't just going there I wasn't trying to pay his house off. You know what I'm saying? So some of these guys kind of got bullshit offers from me, but it is what it is. I did make offers to the people that I felt like we wanted to keep. It was only one mistake I made, but we'll get on that later. Right here, you see me trying to re-sign Ray Armstrong. Y'all got to be thinking, Ray's a 69 overall. He don't even play. He's a Hurricane. He gets a pass, okay? All ex-Hurricanes get a pass to Coach Ed Reed. So we definitely want to try to get him back. Rod Streeter, who was one of Josh Williams' favorite targets, I thought I made him a pretty fair offer. I really did, but he was not interested. Now, Zach Brown, this is the one occasion that I goofed up on. I was looking at his rating, and I wasn't taking into consideration his age. He's mad young, yo, so he could have actually gotten a lot better. So I dropped the ball right there. Like, I made him an offer. I made him a bullshit offer. I ain't even gonna lie. So needless to say, I don't know, he didn't like it. So we got one more round of free agency, you know what I'm saying, where you get to make an offer. And we had to go hard at Tuck. Like, we was on the verge of losing Tuck, and I did not want to lose him. So you see, we went hard, we got Tuck, and I kind of let it go. So here we go. Right now, we're in the free agent signing period where I get a chance to sign other free agents. And it's crazy. You have to control yourself. You come out here and you look at all these big names like Demaryius Thomas, T.Y. Hilton, Percy Harvin. I was like, whoa, look at all this talent. But I was thinking about the budget. I was looking at the cap and I was looking at the available funds. Needless to say, I was looking more so at the cap because I don't want to pay the cap penalty, for going over. Demaryius already had 3 teams down there bidding for him, with the Rams being the highest. T.Y., to my surprise, nobody had even offered T.Y. Hilton, which was weird to me. So, of course, we go in and we're going to make T.Y. an offer he can't refuse. Mohamed Sanu, I really felt like Sanu could replace what Rod Streeter had been to us. He had some height, for one. He's not blazing fast, but he's not slow by any means. And I felt like he was really good for the team. So we go in and make him an offer. Then you look at the defensive backs. I looked at Jonathan Joseph. I looked at Dre Kirkpatrick. Both of these guys I made offers to. Dre Kirkpatrick really liked the contract length. You see Jonathan Joseph, he ain't really happy about anything that I've offered him. But hey, ain't nobody else offered him nothing. So what you gonna do? Turn it down? We go back in. We're gonna try to sweeten it up for him a little bit. I'm looking at it. I don't even remember what I did myself. Looked like we went up on the bonus. Gave him another year. I know I ain't give him that many. Oh, he wanted a short contract. That's right. He's getting old, man. He want one more payday. He probably gonna sit it down. So we sweetened the offer up a tad bit for him. You see me? I'm cheap as hell, right? I gave him the year he wanted. I went back down on the money. Now he's really happy with the contract length. He kind of liked the salary bonus, the salary amount, and the signing bonus. He ain't really happy about nothing else, but I don't really care. He ain't got no other option. So this is what you do. You know, you kind of pitch those. You go over to stage 2, which is kind of like the next week or whatever, and then you kind of follow up with these guys and see what they think about the offers you made for them. Dre Kirkpatrick signed already. Mohamed Sanu signed already. So those guys really like the deals. When they sign that quick, you go to thinking, damn, maybe I should have took something down a little bit. Like, I ain't want those. I wanted them to sign, but I ain't want them to just jump on it like that. That usually means you went in a little too aggressively. But you can see what we got right here, man. I also went and talked to a right guard, the dude Vladimir. We definitely needed beefing up that offensive line. We all remember what Baltimore did to this offensive line in the playoff game. So anyway, as you can see, man, we go all the way through. We're on off-season stage 4, and it's time to go into the draft. Now, this thing right here is going to be crazy. Trust me, it's going to be crazy. All right, so you see the Chicago Bears at the first pick of the draft. When you finally get to the Raiders, man, we are pick 27, and we're looking at a running back. Now, I think this guy's name is Isaac. It can't be Ishaq, right? Who knows? It could be Ishaq Sharp. Out of Miami, it says it is a good pick. His overall rank was number 4 in true talent. We took him at 27. He had an amazing combine. Yo, Halu is probably out of here, yo. Like, we got the two-headed running monster back there now. I like that. That's a really good pick for us. We really ain't need a running back, but we wanted to take best available. We felt like that was him. Now, Charles Woodson retired on us, so we needed a free safety. We're going to take TJ out of Miami. No shocker there. And here's another good pick. His rank was 35th in true talent. We took him much later than that. I couldn't see what it was and went by too fast. So far, we're doing pretty good. If you look at our defensive tackle rating, we ain't looking too high. We need a defensive tackle. So we take this guy from Miami right here, and then they tell us we reached. This guy was 198 in true talent. So maybe our loyalty to Miami wasn't so good right there. You know, we reached, they say. We had a C. We gotta beast that up. Middle linebacker, because I goofed up on Zach Brown. This was another reach for me. I took a guy from Ohio State. I hate Buckeyes anyway. And he was 271 in true rank. So I felt like I was taking best available in the areas where we needed guys. So, hey, if it's a reach, it might be a reach. But if I wait, a few rounds later to get in that position, we might be messed up. Look at the rookie Ishaq Sharp, though. I'm gonna call him Isaac. Ishaq sounds stupid. We just call him Shaq. How about that? Shaq comes in being better than both the running backs on our roster, yo. You see Mohamed Sanu and Amari Cooper are both 84 overall. We probably need one more receiver. Donald Penn still comes back being our best offensive lineman. Let's see the Vladimir guy we added. He comes in at a 79 overall. That's not great, but that's way better than we had there. We still need a right tackle. Tuck comes in, still being our best defensive lineman. Mario Edwards Jr. had a really good season, especially considering he was a rookie. So we look pretty good, man. Tackles, however, we don't look too good. We don't look good at all, I ain't gonna lie. We need another tackle if we're gonna run that. If we're gonna run a 4-3. Khalil Mack is still the dude. Curtis Lofton said, I got middle linebacker kind of under control for you right now. Right outside linebacker, C.O. Moore, he's still pretty good. So everything, we looking like, okay, we look pretty good. Jonathan Joseph, who we picked up, and Dre Kirkpatrick, both of those guys come in looking pretty good. We still got T.J. Carey and DJ Hayden, so those dudes right there are in there. The secondary is looking pretty official. Free safety, our rookie T.J. I like this guy right here. He's only a 75 overall, but he's a 6-foot-tall free safety. And Johnny's going to take him under the wing and make sure he is the real deal Holyfield. So, anyway, that is all I got for today's episode, man. I'm going to come right back with some gameplay, and I'm going to be checking the comment section. I know y'all going to give me hell about drafting all these Hurricanes, but y'all know I can't help it, right? But anyway, man, if you like this video, like the video, and I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.